Hello and welcome to this hands-on review video of the optional parking assistance aid called the 360-degree camera. During this video I will talk a little about the technology behind the 360-degree camera, provide a hands-on demo and walk through the various options, and wrap up with my personal thoughts. The 360 camera consists of 4 cameras with one on each side of the vehicle. This provides a full all-round view while parking, including a virtual bird's-eye view which covers your car and its surroundings. The first camera is located in the radiator grille, another is located on the exterior mirror housings, and one in the boot lid just above the number plate. Using the image data from the 4 cameras, the system calculates a number of different views and stitches them together to form a true color representation of your car and its surroundings into a bird's-eye view. The images are reproduced on the command display, which provides you with a choice between a full-screen display and a split-screen display, in which the views from the different angles can be displayed next to each other. The 360-degree reversing camera on the Mercedes Benz CLS 400. Press the vehicle option on the dashboard, which will then bring up different options associated with your car. So set up for the time, the owner's manual, elements around consumption, and if you have a 360-degree camera. Select the 360-degree camera by pressing on the center console button, and this will now bring up the camera itself. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, this is your traditional parking rear view camera, which has the different grid lines associated with it. The red line shows where the maximum area is of your reverse, and the yellow lines show the directionality. For example, if I turn the steering wheel, they will turn the grid lines as well. On the left-hand side of the screen is a 360-degree representation of the car. As you can see, we are currently engaged into drive, hence the grid lines are appearing in front of the car. As I select reverse, notice how the grid lines now change towards the back of the car. Also, you can see the rear view camera is now fully active. So what I'm going to do is reverse into one of the bays and show you what that actually looks like. So let's go ahead. So as you can see, I'm turning into the bay that is right there, and I will do that nice and gently, observing all around the vehicle and just feathering the brake a little bit more. I'm just going to go into drive again. As you can see, grid lines now move to the front of the car. Just going to steer it out a little bit and then bring it nicely back in to the center of the bay. And then just straighten up car. And as you can see, there are your parking sensors, so it's yellow at the moment. Again, your line showing where the maximum area is. We'll just reverse it towards the curb, gently, a little bit of gas, and then that's it. So that shows you the maximum area, and you can see a view of the car on that. If you have Parktronic, you can see the lights at the back of your parking system, which will show you the how close the vehicle is to the rear. Other options that you have on the 360-degree camera, which I can show you, and you can use that by accessing the settings. So at the moment you have another view which is for just the rear. You have another view which is across on underside of the wing mirrors on both sides, so you can see the car is nicely between the lines there. This is for the front of the car, and this is the view just underneath of the front of the car. So underneath the bonnet there's the camera, and this is your entire view surrounding. There you go. So that is the 360-degree camera. You have some other options here. So selecting the 180-degree view, you have a 360-degree view or a 180-degree view. You can also change the brightness, make it much brighter, or I set it to a default of 0, which is fine. And you can also disengage from that by pressing the back button on the system here, by pressing the back button. And that returns you to any other view, and that is about it. Having now used the 360-degree camera, I found it to be very useful, and it complements the rear view camera feature as a parking assistance aid. Obviously, the camera is no substitute for good driving principles and paying close attention to the road and your conditions. The camera is just an aid and should be used as such. The 360-degree camera and rear view camera can be configured to automatically activate when engaging the reverse gear, so it is very simple to use. It definitely reduces the stress of parking in small bays, where there may be obstacles which your parking sensors don't pick up on. I've also found that the 360-degree camera allows me to park much better in smaller bays, parking neatly between the lines, and as such would highly recommend this optional extra when configuring your Mercedes.